the footage. Third time's the charm, hopefully. It's now the third attempt today to turn around and get the stream to run. Yep. Why? Call 800-918-5096 or visit consumercellular.com to switch today. Again. There. Okay. Third time's the charm, hopefully. Hopefully. Hey, so the stream tried to break 3 times. We're hooked up to the Wi-Fi at this point. It may come in laggy, it may come in pixelated, but hopefully it's a stable enough connection to at least run. I made one mistake when I was in the transition from the truck back into the apartment. I forgot my lighter. If you could do me a favor, hold down chat for a minute. I'll be right back. Like, literally just one moment.
If you hadn't taken that bullet, one of us would be dead. Saved a life. I'm scared. Did we get him? No. I was looking for that. But hey, you got visitors. Hey, found rats. And Evelyn? Yeah, we got her back. She's safe. I got shot.
We heard. Sounds painful.
Only when I breathe.
I can't believe our tech specialist was shot in the line of duty. That's gonna be a first.
Don't make me laugh, Rex.
Rex is happy girl.
Well, feelings mutual. Nothing takes away the feeling of intense pain like the love of the dog. Huh? No, I need painkillers. Very strong ones.
I'll go find a nurse.
So the snow is melted and the mud is set in. Because walking down the driveway, it's just fucking mud. Mud and gravel, mud and gravel. So, did it try to break on me while I was gone? Because it's been doing really bad about trying to break today. Hey, blessed one. Ain't a Peckerwood, but I'll give you one single chance. You know.
Don't worry about that. I just wanted to say thanks.
To the 22 people here, feel free to leave a comment down below. Because your comments are the only things that keep the conversation going. Rephrase that to the 27 people. Feel free to comment down below. It's what keeps the conversation going. It's what gets the live streams going. Let's get into a conversation. Somebody throw a topic. See what we can get into today. Yes. Hello, Atra. Hello, New Style. How's it going? How's your day going? Doing good?
Maybe we will see you around.
At least this time I know my chat's working. It's tried to break on me 3 times today. Hi, Poppy. Elon Musk never. He should have never been put into office. Personal opinion. Billionaires don't have a place in government. The day they start sharing their prosperity with the rest of the people that they're fucking out of income, then maybe. But my personal opinion, billionaires have no place in office.
Welcome home, pal. It was not the same thing. You know what? You must be I'm going to cook you a special meal. How about I barbecue us up some...
But yeah, you want my opinion of where we're at politically wise with all of the billionaires and all the idiots that we've turned around and put into power? Our country is turning into a dumpster fire. We're a political laughingstock and we're a joke. Yep. Game over to the government because they used to have the respect of the people. They're losing it day by day. No, see, here's the thing. I'm not going to turn around and point out the ones that don't have the fact of the patience, because if they want to find another channel, they can. I'm not here to debate patience with people. That's not, no. It's not what it is. We have enough issues turning around and getting onto live and being in front of the camera to begin with. Let's not have it devolve. Poppy, if we're not your style, we thank you for stopping by. If you choose to stick around, then you choose to stick around. We appreciate it. But if not, you know, a million other channels. Doing good, Chris. Doing good. For what that's worth, doing good. It's our third attempt at a live stream today to try to get it running smoothly. This time it seems like it's actually working, so we're running with it. Here's hoping that we can manage to keep it going and not have it turn around and break and shatter and become pixelated and all that other weird shit that YouTube likes to do. Huh? Turn around and fucking sending game over chat. So, you know, if it's game over for them, fine. There's millions of other channels out there. You know, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I openly admit that. But yeah, all things considered, doing good. It's Monday. It's barely the start of the week. Scared of talking about BP? Hell no, I'm not scared of talking about BP. They have plenty of failures out there. The last oil spill that they had was a fucking environmental atrocity that should have never happened. And Exxon just happened to follow it. Hey, we admit we don't have the best signal. You don't like it? There's 100 other channels, a million other channels. We're not forcing you to stay here and watch, buddy. And trust and believe, I have enough time and enough fucking time spent dealing with trolls on other channels. Derek, man, that's quick strike. You want to keep playing like that? I have nothing against banning people, no matter how many people are in my chat. I could be down to 3 people, have someone say something stupid and still get them. Okay? It's just oil. It's just oil. It's just millions of miles and millions of gallons of oil that should have never entered our waters.
We still have species that are still trying to come back from that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been over 5 years now. And the species that got involved and got hurt by it are still turning around and having issues with their species. We lost fish, we lost wildlife, we lost marine animals across the board from that. Populations got decimated. If you can't handle the reality of environmental impacts of things like BP and oil, and you want to say chill and it's just a joke down the list, fine. Hey, Daily, fuck them fish, guess what? Fuck you too. Bye-bye. I ain't got no problem banning a fucking dickhead. Fight me about it in the comments. Y'all join them. Because Canna don't put up with trolls and Canna don't put up with bullshit. And that was bullshit. Straight up. Bye, Minnie. Like I said, I can have one person in chat, I can have no one in chat. I don't have to waste my time on fuckheads like you. And Derek, you can join them, because Black Lives Matter, it's not a racist group. It's just a general standardized fucking statement, and it's the truth. Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, Yellow Lives Matter, all lives matter. So bye-bye. Have a nice day. Find another channel. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, Ruth.
The short bus is coming in strong today. I don't know what fucking did it, but here we are.
For people with diabetic nerve pain of the feet, it's time.
Them short buses really wanted to fucking hop off the chat and turn around and come over here and start trying to fuck with shit.
Approved to help reduce diabetic nerve
Bruce
pain
says
of the
hi.
feet. Great feats. The day-to-day ordinary things that seem
The message for the messenger.
feel
Bruce says hi.
Qutenza is different. One
Hi, Atra.
application in a doctor's office can provide up to 3
But yeah, if you can't tell, Canna's not in the mood to put up with people's bullshit today.
Qutenza can cause severe irritation of eyes, mucous membranes, respiratory
Okay, correction from Mama Canna. When it comes to you, Atra, hi, brat.
Most common side effects are redness, pain, and itching.
Oh, I figured that much, and I figure if he's sending people over like he normally does, I expect the trolls to come over and turn around and try to fuck with shit. But, see, that's the beauty of it being my channel, okay? Unlike it being Teddy's channel, I don't have to put up with their shit. A troll wants to troll, it's all fine, but, pick your trolls wisely. Because if you troll about the wrong thing, you're gonna get the ban hammer thrown on you. Yeah, I know. The hate when it comes to live streams anywhere, it's getting bad. You know, people think... Oh, it's like I said, I'm in that mood today. I'm not in the mood to be putting up with general idiotic stupidity. Give me a minute though, I'm gonna try to fix this glare. That managed to fix it, solve it. Bach, no. But moving the light over there does. Do I need one? No, not exactly. Would I be appreciative to one? Sure. Do I need to throw it down in the chat? Atra, please don't rip your hair out. You've done enough damage to yourself in the last week over general drama. Please don't rip your hair out. And on that note, hold on guys, I'm going to mute the stream for just 1 second. You know, private conversations involved. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll set that one up. I think I can do it through that one. No, that's not the one. Alright, so we'll just do that. Yeah. There. 1 second, Ruth. We're fixing it for you. One side. ITTENOM6 9. Start. Okay. Cash App is down below for those that are interested. Mind you, we do not openly ask for you to donate towards the channel and towards the channel fund, but if you choose to, we appreciate every last one of them. From what I hear, a whole bunch of different types of consoles. I think from what I caught, we're talking almost everything from like N64 all the way up, if not prior. But we know the Xboxes are there, and we know the PlayStations are there. But yeah, the fun things.
I'm gonna take care of it.
And I learned a lesson. YouTube doesn't like politics. YouTube can't handle politics. YouTube wants the truth, but it can't handle the truth. Anyone who knows what movie that came from? Yeah.
So he handled the coke, but he didn't indulge. That's curious.
There's something else too. This confusion. It's inconsistent with the impact injuries.
He had something wrong.
There's very little blood on the inside of his mask.
Part of me says yes, and part of me says we should get up to 10 likes first. I'm just not sure which way to do that yet.
You already did the freeze? No.
I'm not sure whether I should give the channel a freebie or whether I should turn around and hold that like goal to it. Oh, well, if you're loading a regular bowl, then it's flour for flour at that point.
We say that like they're over. Trade my stages in for stock portfolio over a year ago. But you used to run with the freaks. Yeah.
Why are Mondays so slow? I mean, I know we all hate Mondays, but do they really have to be this slow? 5 more for a dabby-doo. 5 more for a dabby-doo. Can we actually get up to 10? If we can, then Canna's going to lose some brain cells. But that's alright, I got plenty to spare. Oh. See, thankfully we actually have the other phone functioning today, so. Where is it? Oh. Okay, do that, go there. Okay, go there. There we go.
That's funny, because his name's on the lease. Huh? Maybe you know him better as Birdie.
Okay. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. This is now officially the most...
You lied to me at the garage.
Oh, how's the best way to word this?
Kyle Woods lived here. That ends now.
This is the best month that we've had for income since we left McDonald's.
Look, we were hungover. We thought it would look bad. Well, it looks worse now.
I actually feel like YouTube is starting to, in its own little way, pay off.
Yeah, well, you know what? Birdie was a machine and he held his liquor better than any of us did.
Though keep in mind, I still maintain the same rule as Teddy. If it's a hard week, if it's a hard month, if it's just not really there to be able to do so, then please don't. If you need to save it for important items and important things, save it for important items and important things. We can make do with our signal and what we got to do over here, you know. But we still appreciate every single donation to the channel. Thank you again, Ruth. Matter of fact, screw the 10 likes. That's a dabby-do. Okay, gotcha. Ruth says donation that hit is directed towards you. Ruth said donation that hit is directed towards you. Mama Canna, say thank you. W. You know, we might just hit that 10 like mark by the time that this is actually ready. Because we're eating this one up a little bit slower today. Sorry, y'all. I gotta watch to make sure the glass don't melt.
Foster homes. History of drug abuse. Stop. He's clean now. He agreed to that drug test you wanted him to take. He agreed to that if he was really making it.
Oh god. Take it out first, that way if I choke, I have an excuse as to why.
I'll talk to her.
Fuck!
I'm a defense attorney.
What?
Fuck!
My daughter comes to the system every day.
Ruth!
I wanted my daughter to be happy. Just not with
Ruth!
now than after they got married.
You're killing me! You're killing me!
That's some tough love right there.
When we make channel memberships a thing, okay? Here's the thing. When we make channel memberships a thing, yours is free. Your first sign up will be free. Point blank. And as long as we have the funds to do so, every single monthly recurring after that will be free. Because no offense, man, how could I not after that? How could we not after that? When we get monetized and we get memberships, your membership is free. It will be covered one way or another, somehow, some way. As long as that's able to be done. That is without a question. I need to mute this for a minute. Just for a second, I need to mute this. But King, Atra, Ruth, I know that you guys got this. Just give Canna like 30 seconds, okay? Matter of fact, I'll keep the timer going. By the time it hits 23, I'll be back on and we'll have sound back. But just one moment, please. Guys, Canna damn near had a heart attack. Canna just about had a heart attack. And Mama Canna's speechless.
Special buy one get two free deal on its best-selling 74-ounce survival food kits. This kit has 20 servings of delicious food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all designed to last for 25 years. Go to 4patriots.com.
No, it's called I Need to Breathe.
Go to 4patriots.com now.
I need to breathe because it's that.
Charlie. Hey, security video from the garage. Dead end.
Please, nobody take this wrong. I'm not mad. I'm not irritated. I'm not upset. That's not what this is. Dumbfounded doesn't even cover it. Flabbergasted don't even cover it. That there's a word in some language's dictionary somewhere, and or a word that is yet to be invented that will cover it. But
Your dog a badge and a gun yet? If you have a problem with Rex, we need to take it up with the superintendent.
fuck, happy 420, King. Happy 420. Oh. Oh. Breathe, Canna.
Major crimes, actually.
For the first time, it's not the dabs taking away my breath.
What are you doing here, Lizzie?
First time on this channel's history, it's not YouTube taking away my thoughts.
Invent rooftop parkour. It was the whole community.
You knew Birdie then?
Not personally, but I saw the video this morning. I was curious how one of the best free climbers in the city manages to fall doing a routine hit.
Get out of the blue screen, Canna.
We were wondering the same.
Get out of the blue screen.
Should your dog really be doing that?
Hi, lovely. How's it going? We've lost our brain cells for a moment. Somebody caused Canna to blue screen, and not in a bad way. But for those that know computers and that blue screen, that the entire system just rebooted and failed again moments. Yeah. Canna's... If you want the truth, Canna's trying not to fucking cry. If I'm honestly being true with you and I'm honestly being honest with you, I'm trying not to cry. And for the first time in a long time, it's not out of pain, and it's not out of anger, and it's not out of rage. Very much so. Very much so, lovely. Very much so. And it's one of those where my brain processes it to an extent, and then it whirlwinds. Yeah, any empaths out there, you can feel it. This isn't anger, this isn't temperament, it's something I can't put a word to. But it's not a bad thing. Yes, I'm hearing the dial-up tone. My tinnitus is going off the fucking charts right now. It's why I'm speaking so loudly, as I'm trying to speak over the ringing in my ear at this point. Because for those that don't know, I got stabbed in this ear by a toy army soldier when I was a kid, and, well, it caused permanent damage to that eardrum, but the tinnitus on that side has always been worse. But they're almost going off equal. It's called Canna's basically non-medical emergency mid-aneurysm. And not out of anger or temperament. So it's a totally different... it's totally different processing. Yeah, and it's the in-between both, and there's a word for it, but I don't know the word for it. Because normally it's schadenfreude. For those that have ever watched Big Bang Theory, normally it's schadenfreude. You know, but not this time. Okay, the blood pressure's leveling out now. The blood pressure's leveling out. That's the first fucking thing I needed, was that blood pressure to level out. Because that lets the ringing fucking go away. Breathe, Canna. No, Ruth, don't be sorry for it. Don't be sorry for it. It's called normally it's Schadenfreude because usually I've done something that I've screwed up on and or I've been in a rage-filled situation at that point that I have to control. So I've learned a lot of methods over time to control it. That's what I'm used to having to do. That's what I'm used to causing that. I'm not used to it being on the other side of the scale.
And now my identity's been stolen.
But yeah, nowhere in this is anything that I'm saying meant in a bad way at all. It's actually meant in the exact opposite. It's meant beyond glowing on the other side of the scale. The halo lit up for the first time in 10 years, as the saying goes. We'll put it that way. For once, the halo actually lit up. And it's been a long time since that's happened.
Doing that thing,
Yep.
but never
Play catch up later.
Chase has financial guidance. At home or in
But yeah, alright.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Well,
Hi, Grandma. I played baseball today.
the dumpster fire's a little bit dimmer. The day is a little bit brighter and the sky is a little bit bluer. And Canna's a little bit more fucking stoned.
It made us feel isolated.
It became difficult to communicate with our friends and family.
Clear captions was an easy solution for us.
Clear Captions provides captions
Oh
on the
well.
phone like
Ruth wants to see you.
TV, so you can see what the caller is saying live as they say it.
Making it easy to understand and respond immediately.
There is no insurance or Medicare required.
Oh,
Caption service is
fuck's sake.
provided to you through a federally funded program. We deliver, install, and train
Get
you on
real.
how to use your phone.
Women don't need makeup and all that shit to turn around and still be fucking gorgeous, and you know it.
Yeah, it's not that. It's
I know, it's the self-conscious bullshit.
issue.
Same shit that I go through.
Yes, Rose.
Well, Ruth.
I'm sorry, Ruth. See, I told you I'm tired.
They don't miss a game. Not the opening pitch, not even the pregame flyover.
I shall slide. There we go.
I can't leave someone.
No, I know, but my eyes, your face.
She's about to see her dentist.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, dear. Thank you.
Beyond thank you.
Beyond, yeah.
Because here's the thing. Okay, Ruth, I've got the way to explain it now. Okay? I've got the way to explain it. We just got off the phone with the apartment complex that we've been working with and talking to. Okay? They lost their rental assistance for new people. You know, the new low-income individuals that were supposed to be coming in, that were supposed to be on rental assistance, they lost that. So they're working to try to get it fixed again. But there's a possibility they've got an opening next month, but it's just a little bit out of the price range comparably to what we can do.
No, they told me if we can afford to pay it regular rent until it becomes available.
Yeah, that's one thing, but the deposit's another.
Yeah,
That
right.
deposit's a whole nother story.
That deposit's a whole different story.
The money in that fund right now, it's not getting touched. That shit's going to the deposit.
Yep.
That's simple. That's exactly where the fund is going at this point. Anyone that makes any donations into that fund right now is going to the deposit on the new apartment. So that way we can get in and get the fuck out of here. Because anyone that's been on this channel long enough knows that we want out of here. Just gotta get them to turn around and end up having an apartment open that we can get into.
We're looking at basically $800 deposit,
Yeah,
by the way.
total of 800 basically.
Just for the deposit.
Just deposit alone is 800 because they want the rent and a little bit on top of it. Which makes up what their deposit would be. You know, it's normal housing situations for the fucking country anymore. That's the sad part. It's why you catch me going off every so often about the fact of the homeless and the epidemic towards the homeless and the fact of people losing their fucking houses and the wildfires and shit that weren't covered down the list, because they're all going into the same boat. We're all living under the poverty level. Even with a full-time job making $900+ a month, you're under poverty. Straight up. If you look at what the actual poverty limit is for the US and you look at your actual income for the year, you'll realize most people, most 75% of this country is under the poverty limit.
80% below.
80% or more below the poverty limit. It's why I say billionaires have no place in the government office. They don't know what it means to be down here with the rest of us. All they know is what their money can buy them and all the fucking luxuries it can give them. Like a 34-time convicted felon who is guaranteed on the black books of Epstein Island, stole confidential files, top secret information, shit that shouldn't have been out, held on to it in his private home after he was taken out of office, and walked away with the nuclear football, the thing that tells them to launch the fucking missile. That's treason. There's no other fucking if and or but about it. That is treason. And the traitor is back in office. And the American people put him there because they got fucking snowballed. The only reason I'm speaking out about it is because, unlike a lot of individuals that got snowballed in this fucking last election, I didn't vote because they didn't give us a real fucking option. They gave us someone who is geriatric, has Alzheimer's and dementia, and has to have pep pills to be up on stage, versus a 34-time convicted felon and traitor. That's not an election. That's a fucking snowball.
Okay. Forensics team sweep in place.
All because they're afraid of it. Women take over.
All because they were too afraid to put a female in office. Yeah, exactly. 2 full-time jobs for a normal housing office. Oh, no, you're good, Ruth. You're good. We deal with signal issues all the time over here. We understand that. But yeah, sorry for the rant, guys, but, you know, when I originally set this stream up, it was on the fact of the dumpster fire that is our fucking country right now. And YouTube didn't like my title, they didn't like my description, and they decided to fucking throttle it. And Canna got a little bit more pissed. Because there is such a thing as freedom of speech in this country. We are on an online platform. We are quote-unquote YouTubers, VTubers, creators, content creators. We're the ones that are doing the fucking news outside of the news outlets, honestly. I mean, come on. If you ever want my opinion of how this country's going, go back to Christopher Titus, go back to his channel, subscribe to his channel, and look out for the Armageddon updates. Straight up. You want some real news for this country? Go to Armageddon Update and watch their news stream. It's done by Titus, it's done by his wife, and it's done by a few other people that are trustworthy, because there is the Highlander and there can only be one. But between Titus, his wife, and the Highlander, there is some real fucking news for this country about where it's going and what's going on. Not the fucking sugar-coated bullshit they try to spew on the TV. Because I'll tell you right now, folks, we're a laughing stock in this fucking world right now. We may be the #1 fucking military power, but I'll guarantee you, there are world leaders right now that are laughing at us. That we're just letting it happen all over again. I mean, he's been in office for 2 months. 2 months. Is he getting good and getting hard on the fact of immigration and the fact of trying to get the cartels out? Yeah. Is he using military force to do so? Not yet, but he's already stated that he will if it comes down to it. He's already stationed plenty of U.S. military members on the border as we speak to turn around and assist the fact of U.S. Border Patrol. Okay? Now, is he turning around and allowing deportees to be pulled from the fact of churches, religious areas, schools, down the list? Yes. Gangs do not discriminate. They will bring in children. They will bring in adults. They do not discriminate. The cartel does not judge your age. There are plenty of gangbangers in American high schools that are MS-13 related down the list. Yeah, they're gonna get sent back to Mexico for fucking trial because they're trying to get them into Mexican prisons and get them locked up in their home country and out of ours, okay? Not every immigrant is a fucking threat. Not every immigrant is doing something wrong. There are a lot of immigrants that have made a very good life for themselves. You know? The ones that are honestly going to work every day, going to work every week, turning around and putting in those hours every year, earning that paycheck. Personally, I think they should be given fucking legal status in the fucking country. But if you're out there murdering, pillaging, fucking raping, you know, yeah, over the fucking wall you go. Oh wait, we don't even have a fucking wall. You know why? Because Sweet Potato Hitler wants the Mexicans to pay for and build the wall that's going to keep them out of our country. All because the American government won't do it. We remember what it means to come in across the ocean, across that fucking water, up to Ellis Island. Our fucking grandfathers and our great-grandfathers and down the list.
No, that's no better than the German wall.
Yeah, exactly. The Wall of Berlin's going to fall anyway because it's right in the middle of a fucking general landmass for which, the reality's sake, has been working together since before the U.S. even existed. Mexicans in the Aztec and Maya areas came up to Georgia to trade for Aztec/Mayan blue, the blue pigment that they use. It can only be found in Georgia. That's the only place it can be found, is in Georgia. How else would the Aztecs get that? How else would the Mayans get that? Are you going to tell me that we haven't been working with our neighbors that are down in the southern border of our fucking landmass since before this goddamn government decided that we're not supposed to get along? I mean, fuck's sake. Think about it. They took out 98.3% 98.2% of the native population to open up the land that they're claiming that they're running and ruling, like the rulers and the kings and the queens that we turned around and left in Britain long ago. Because the government thinks it's the supreme power. It's not. Bring back George Washington for a day. Watch how fast he goes ham. First off, because he's in the future, but second off, because we're going to take him to the fucking White House and tell him who's in charge, what they've done, and let him walk in the door. Because that would be some funny fucking shit to watch. Sweet Potato Hitler gets beat up by over 200-year-old man. It'd be fucking great, wouldn't it? Hi, King. Sorry, Canna got stoned and the dumpster fire's lit. This is why I don't do politics. Because honestly, my view of this country, we used to be number one. We used to be. We're not number one anymore. The only thing we're number one in is blowing their ass up if they try to invade us or go after us. That's the only thing we're actually number one at. And even then, sometimes, just sometimes, we fall behind the curve. We're number one at spending money in fucking military shit. Yeah, I know. We're like number 13 in education.
No.
We used to be number 13 in education. Apparently, we've dropped again. Yeah, California public schools. Hey, I get it. And I'm sorry, I will always give shit to my home state schooling. Reed Springs. So in other words, telemarketer.
Well, I have a surprise for you.
Alright. They're not going to get loud, so. Apparently, I guess I drove away my audience again. It happens.
Either way, it's always a free service. Find your Medicare match today with eHealth.
Oh man.
I could see the costs side by side.
Cannon's had a very long week. His week hasn't ended since last week began. Because Cannon was having a conversation with Mama Canna last night. Cannon realized he hasn't taken a break in a month and a half.
My name is Darwin. I'm Courtney.
I'm Jackie.
We switched to consumer cellular. My previous
I've somehow, some way, somehow, whether it be in the background doing paperwork and research, or whether it be the fact of actively working on the channel, somehow, some way, I have not taken off even a single day for a month and a half, going on 2 months. And you know what? For the first time in a long time, I'm at a job that I actually enjoy. Because I don't have to turn around and fucking filter myself for the most part. I don't have to turn around and hide the fact of what I think. I don't have to worry about the fact of, oh, this person is a supervisor, and if I say this, I might get fired. No. Because I am my own boss. Yes, we're all part of the collective per se, but we're all our own individual entities and bosses. And I think that's the part that I honestly love about it, is for the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm actually in control of the company because I am. I'm not dealing with 3 supervisors telling me to do 3 different things at the same damn time that are all in 3 different sections. And or getting told to take the same shit back in and out of a fucking out of a Connex, and then getting in trouble by all 3 because I wasn't doing the right thing. You know? The left hand is supposed to know what the right hand's doing, but when they don't communicate, we get the shit in the middle. So for the first time in a long time, we're actually just taking control of the fucking business. We're doing what we're going to do. It's going to grow. It's going to do what it's going to do. It's growing organically. We're getting the views. We're getting the viewers. The watch time is steady. We're always guaranteed that our people's watch time is going to be anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes on average. Okay, now for most channels, just getting a minute worth of watch time on an average, just a minute, you know, that's still pretty good. For us to be holding steady at like 2 to 5 minutes of watch time, depending on the video, man, I couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, let's get real. Our watch time is growing steadily. The farther our watch time grows, the closer we get to monetization. And we all know that's the ultimate goal of any YouTuber, is to get monetized. But for the first time in a long time, people are dealing with a quote-unquote YouTuber that's not doing it as a YouTuber. They're just doing it as a person. And honestly, I think that's what the algorithm doesn't get with me. I think that's what the algorithm is having a hard time understanding, is I'm not playing the shticks. I'm not playing the gimmicks like every other content creator or channel usually has at some point. I'm still at that point where I feel like I can be organic, and you know what? I wouldn't be able to hold down a shtick anyway, or a gimmick anyway. I'd get fucking bored with it. My ADHD wouldn't allow it. I'd be on to the fucking next one.
That's why Jonathan does what he does.
Exactly. It's why Jonathan Ian Myers over there at fucking Ill Will Press, it's why he does what he does. You know, Foamy the Squirrel, man. You want to hear the fact of Canna ranting and raving? Go listen to Foamy. Seriously. Me and that squirrel get along just fine. Jonathan, I love the fact of your animation. I love the fact of your style. And I love the fact that you tell it like it is. Keep doing what you do. Because ultimately, man, you're part of what has created the mentality that has brought Canna to life on this channel. You're part of that inspiration. I'm sure this message will never even find its way to you. But still, just know that you're there in the fact of the thoughts and prayers of our channel. But yeah, that cartoon squirrel, man. Long live the Foamy cult. Hey, by the way, if this ever does get to Jonathan, when's the next Foamy fan mail? It's been a while.
Change the fact that you aren't trained to handle a dog like that. Just fine. The fact that you believe that only shows how out of your
That was a really good portion of the series, man. For real. Foamy fan mail was fucking awesome. Because all these idiots that would send in the emails that were really just legitimately honest, true emails that he got and he threw out there, man, some of the shit that they send, they deserve to get lit up. I wish I could show the fucking footage on this channel, but I don't want to get myself in trouble with Jonathan or YouTube, you know? But if I could ever get a hold of him or he'd ever be willing to get in touch with me, I'd love to be able to turn around and figure out a way to turn around and do an exhibitorship on his work.
Bad news.
Oh, he said he was going to stop the fan mail like 4 times during that series to begin with. Like I said, it's been a while. I want to know what the schmucks have to say with the new animation styles and shit that he's been working with. Because the new animation styles, they're looking really, really good. But you know the kind of freaks that that'll fucking bring to the email.
Starting to read minds now? Actually, there was this interesting case, and
I think it's time for Foamy to light him up again. Alright, see you in a moment, King.
trial. Who's the plaintiff? Do you recognize the name?
But yeah, it'd be worth it.
Why didn't you tell me about the lawsuit?
I didn't think it mattered.
We tried to sue the 3 of them for defamation of character. Why?
Because
It's just like I love the chibisodes.
creating is their own. And then
When it comes to his channel, I love the chibisodes. Because they're funny as shit.
I'm just trying to get their fans to stop calling me a poser.
99 cents. I'm still gonna have to take a look in that basement.
By the way, not 3.
Ooh.
4. I had my lawyer for the financials. The crowdfunding is split 4 ways. The other guy's name was Mark something.
Mark Trainer?
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck, now I got episodes running in my head. Smell from tech support. Oh my god, Smells tech support. Every single technician that we've ever dealt with online after a certain hour at night Smells tech support.
Yeah. I got contact.
Oh man.
I had some questions for me. Our conversation yesterday, you told me that you hadn't spoken to the freaks in over a year. That's right. Sorry, I gotta take this in. Just in the nose. What? Right
Being
now?
as we're coming up on the halfway mark, friendly reminder,
Yeah.
hydrate.
My boss needs a file sitting on my desk. I'll just take a second. Go ahead.
Especially when you're smoking. Hydrate. Because Cottonmouth is a bitch. But thinking about it and looking at it, we're gonna have to take a day off this week. At least on the front end of YouTube. We're gonna have to take a day off. Because I need to take advantage of an offer that was thrown. And I need to be able to turn around and open up that time slot. Because it lines up about the same spots. But yeah. I either got to get in touch with them either tomorrow or Wednesday. And I'm thinking tomorrow. Oh, TV, Hudson and Rex. Police dog whining over the fact that dude turned around and fell over the ledge. That's what that high-pitched ring whine was.
And your state's Medicaid. Here's something important to know. A United Healthcare dual complete plan could get you more for your Medicare dollars.
So, in other words, your animal in distress signal was going off. But it was the dog on the TV, not a living one.
Yeah, you get what you want.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. They know what I
It's a
mean.
real dog.
Yes, I know.
There's
It was a television dog, not one walking around on property.
right.
Fine, I'll reword it.
Thank you. All I know is when she finally wrote down and told me today on the phone it wasn't going to cost her that
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That tells me I got to come up with enough for that deposit.
Yeah.
And that stretch, and that's not a very long stretch.
No, I know.
Not when I gotta pay bills here, too.
Made fresh every day. If you see an open kitchen,
Um,
I'm gonna end up having.
I'll deal with that one later,
I'm gonna end up having.
so that way I don't mess the stream up.
exactly.
I'm gonna end up having, I'm gonna ultimately end up having to pay for two places at one time.
Experience the comfort of home
So
wherever
if I
you
can
go.
go with cash,
With
because
the
I would
familiar
cover this one.
long-lasting.
No, I know. Why do you think I turned around and finally broke down and threw the fact of the quote-unquote channel fund? That is the fuel fund, that is the travel fund, that is the moving fund, that is the all the important shit that we really fucking need, that we just, as much as we're fighting to afford it, it's just that little bit of fucking trouble there. You know, that moment of we come into situations where it's all the fucking all the few bucks that are stopping us at times.
With what is there right here, right now.
Yeah.
We are currently $400 short of our mark.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I wasn't thinking about putting an actual limit on it, but yeah, technically at this point we're 475 shy of what would need to be there to be able to clear it all indefinitely, just right on the fucking money, right on the mark, right on the day. That's 400 that's 425 that we ain't got, that we ain't gonna be able to come up with otherwise. So, you know, we can either work in time with that, or the donation fund can work, or down the list. I figure, fuck it, cover it under as many different fucking paths as we can. I mean, if I'm running a YouTube channel and it's getting out there anyway, then fine, fuck it. People really want to fucking help us get into a fucking better place. We're like 475 short on fucking deposit. To be able to do it on day one. It is what it is. But I'm glad that we actually heard that we have a fighting chance to fucking get in there at this point, and that it may only be like a few more weeks. Yeah, it puts a deadline on it, but at the same time, once again, not stating that anyone actually has to put any funds into that fund. You know, I'm not saying anyone is obligated to donate, or that anyone is obligated to turn around and put money into it, but if they choose to, then yeah. It's the realities of life. It's not Canna trying to be a beggar. It's not Canna trying to turn around and fucking ask for money. It's, this is what's going on, people. You know, there's a reason why I'm so opinionated about the fact of the lower classes and what the reality is with it. It's because I'm living it. A lot of Americans are. And a lot of Americans don't have that representation, or that feeling that someone else has been in their shoes or is there in their shoes. You know, it's hard climbing from the bottom all the way back up to the top. That's one thing I'll never deny. And I know that that number count up there says 0, and I know it's fucking lying to me. And if it's not, oh well. Talking to an empty room, turning around and spewing my guts on a fucking live stream, guess what? At least I'm being real. I'm not playing the games, I'm not playing the bullshit, I'm not trying to be a fucking fake person. Reality is reality, reality is what it is. It's where we're at. So let someone try to come after me for it. Because I promise, I'll give you a fighting chance for a while before I ban you over it. But I'm going to have some fun with you before I do. Because that's a fight I can take to my death. trust it, believe it.
You saved my life. Seriously, inside that house. Before I went over the edge.
Born under a Taurus and a dog. Stubborn, hard-headed, but loyal till the end. Stay on my good side. Best friend for life.
Looking through your finances, Mom.
Get on my bad side. Hope you're not in my way.
Looking too healthy. It's today last quarter it took beating. You still have your share of the cut with the freaks. And hey, with Bernie dead now, your cut gets even bigger, huh? Come on. You have the coke on you. That puts you at the scene. I wasn't looking for a bigger cut. I just wonder what I was. Oh, the freaks have been paying me for the last several stunts. And when I saw what they were making on this latest. You went over there.
Oh, I know. I caught that. I know.
It was pretty late.
That moment easy.
Bernie was super wasted. He threw a password out. Okay, so what happened? You went over to get the cash. Bernie wasn't so forthcoming. So you smashed his skull in with a white. You didn't even need to wipe your fingerprints off the murder weapon. Because they were already there. He used to train with those white, same as the others. Hey. Didn't mean to kill him. It was self-defense. I swear. What happened?
Flame's playing games.
We argued.
It's trying to purge again.
I threatened to shut down his website if he didn't agree to pay me. I didn't have a backup. Everything would have been lost. And that's when Bernie completely went off. Didn't mean it so loud. Before I left the office. How did you lock the door behind you with no key? Here's the one thing I don't understand.
Oh,
Why did you take the coke?
I've been left to an empty room again.
It's good for yourself. Could keep up with the pace. Just put something on the live stream. I hear there's no substitute for pure adrenaline.
What did I do with the tobacco tray? There it is. Cleaned it up.
Hey, that is a fine work,
Eat www.
Personal gratification. I had a job to do and I did it.
www and settle out. Because,
Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Wait, you mean the complaint? Yeah, it's been officially retracted. Rex is in the clear. Well, we'll just
Empty rooms suck.
don't worry about it. It's a good thing. Well, you heard the boss. You hungry? I say, of course you're always hungry.
The only thing that makes
It's on me.
any of our live streams work is the fact that when we're getting messages in chat and conversations going. Get left to no messages.
You retracted your
Moments like that happen. Because Canna gets left to his own thoughts, and then that's
I never had a problem.
either a really good place or
Training myself.
sometimes it can scare people.
It's you, Hudson. You think you're always in control, infallible.
Oh, yeah. But I want to say it was Emily that said at one point, and or it was Ruth that said that if you can't be here for the bad days, then you don't deserve to be here for the good ones.
It's too valuable to the unit. So,
And I'm not going to say that I totally agree with that, but
I'm saying that I'm going to get the proper
at the same time,
take some classes.
it makes a lot of sense.
Maybe, you could
Because not every day is going to be a great day.
with that.
And well, bipolar fluctuations.
Thanks. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. We're about an hour in, so figure we're an hour into this one, but we were already a half hour off schedule, which put us back on our original schedule. So it's 4 o'clock. Yeah. Hi, Ruth.
3:35 a.m.
Canna went to its dark place. The joys of bipolar, right? We get our really, really high, this is freaking great, almost aneurysm. And then we get that over here. And then it just balances out again. Bipolar is so fun. Especially bipolar stage 2. It's medication resistant.
Not yet. I went into their lunchbox and I guess it was in there.
So, enough about Canna. How's y'all's day going now that everyone's starting to come back in? Because, yeah. I got left to my own thoughts again.
Problem is, with kids of divorce, if you don't get it right, there can be feelings of guilt, resentment, and long-term effects on their mental health.
Oh, and also, hello to viewer number 3. We see you hiding in the background. We appreciate the view time.
We're gonna do it right. I'm coming over
All right,
on
go eat.
Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna give Beverly Rose a Valentine and chocolates.
That's smart. That way she associates you.
Jasper, I'm pretty sure you're watching or listening. You better be behaving, buddy.
You want a dad to like you? Maybe bring over a large bouquet of Budweiser.
And don't you dare go for that plate.
Because that way Tyler can stop creeping in and out of our house.
I see you eyeballing it. Don't even have to be there.
Sorry about that. Just take her back.
Behave, little dog.
My mother.
Autocorrect is so beautiful. This is why I've got to the point that I won't redact my statements. And I won't turn around and alter them with the star this, I meant this. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. My autocorrect does me dirty, okay? So I live with it and I move on. Oh. I want to move so bad. And the problem is now the weather is starting to warm up. It's that inevitable reality sake is normally we'd be in California right now. Being in California right out now, it's about the time that we'd be getting ready to prep to turn around and come back out here for the spring and the summer. That damn traveler's blood is boiling again. Hi, viewer number 4. We see you hiding in the corner over there. Come on in and join us in the chat. We don't bite much.
Keeping it light and splitting the nothing will come between us wedge salad.
Aw, we scared him away. Oh well. It was worth a shot.
Stole Bev's identity and ran up like $10,000 on credit cards. They bought 2 puppies, started sponsoring twin orphans in South America, and bought a long-term timeshare with no holidays available. How can Bev not know about this? It's her account. Well, she's in her 90s, and when she started developing...
Bought a timeshare with no holidays available? Then what the fuck was the point of the timeshare?
She's not going to understand what's going on. She's going to get all agitated. Then she's going to look for a way to blame me, because that's her MO. Then I'm going to see a white flash, and I'm going to wake up on the dark web shopping for chloroform. Just to make it. Myself, darling. You know, I had distinctly cultivated a repellent personality so that people would not ask
question. How well can that TV actually be heard right now?
Fine. But if she starts insisting again that I'm that little guy who's the lead singer of the Monkees, I'm out. Remember, we're gonna see how things go, and if she seems like she
Good,
wants to,
good.
we'll ease into the
Jasper was a good boy.
Oh, just a heads up. If Beverly Rose feels
Okay.
uncomfortable, she may
Okay,
put down
because
the
like because like I said, there's a lot of shows that we honestly love to watch and that we'd love to show on the channel, but we can't seem to get away with the fact of turning around and showing them. But so far, as of the last like 5 or 6 live streams, I think we've had the TV on in the background. We haven't gotten in trouble for it yet. And if we do, I'm pretty sure that'd be pretty simple to turn around and deal with, because honestly, having it as an audiobook, it really doesn't harm the fact of the brand, nor does it harm the fact of the show itself, because exactly, we all love Roseanne. We still wonder why they turned around and ended up having Dan be in the Connors instead of having Roseanne reset her role. Because, come on, Dan died at the end of the series. When Roseanne was up, Dan was gone. And then, all of a sudden, he's back in the Connors. But he played his role so well in both shows that, honestly, they both hold up on their own standards. I guess I kind of look at it like parallel universe theory. You know, Dan in another universe where Roseanne turned around and passed away instead of him. We've dealt with the MCU long enough to be able to get away with little shortcuts like that. And because I'm nerding out and turning around and ending up throwing out theories on top of the audio, it's still, it's that balance scale. We'll keep doing it until YouTube says we can't. But I still want to get up and smoke out there. I want to get the exhibitor's license. I still got to figure that one out. And then I need to send that into YouTube before I ever put the freaking live stream up, because I would refuse to allow them to cut it, because I guarantee you that exhibitor license is only good for one time. I can almost guarantee it. So if they cut it while we have the license, we can't show it again on the same license. And then we run into the same problem all over again. So, yeah. I don't know how that one would work. I'd have to get in touch with someone at the company.
At Aaron Sachs and Associates, our word is our bond, and our work speaks for itself. If you want somebody that you feel like is honest,
but yeah, such a great show. So many great moments.
He has injured, call Aaron Sachs and Associates. Trade up to a better future. Trade up to a job you enjoy. Trade up to trade school at Midwest Technical Institute.
I went to trade school. I got kicked out for lighting my shirt on fire, and it wasn't even actually on fire. It was just molten slag that melted the fucking cotton. And no, actually, it was my fault. I wore a shirt that was too short. I was used to wearing my normal shirts that I could turn around and just stand in and wouldn't turn around and have issues down the list. I caught my shirt just right because it came out from underneath the fucking welding apron when the slag fell overhead. So, you know, total accident. But, yeah. Do the whole year over again after I got straight A's through to that portion, or turn around and end up walking away. I walked away and I kept the green glasses because they were cool. For a stoner like me to see the world in green when they're walking around, come on now. Gotta have fun with that. Try to break on me. Yeah, nice try. No. Reconnect and do what you're supposed to do. That works. Ooh. Ooh. Shredded chicken sandwich with red pepper cheese dip? Ooh. The stoner in me says yum. And we don't have any chicken to shred, damn it.
Since you said you needed some air. I don't smoke cigarettes. So, what brings you by, Jackie?
I'm not even sure what we're gonna do for dinner.
You know who this is?
Not sure yet. I haven't figured it out yet. Thinking possibly chili though. Might throw together a basic chili.
Come have a
And just
seat.
a can of beans, can of tomatoes and peppers, like the Rotel blend,
Unfortunately,
and a thing of chili seasoning. I mean, simple.
your credit card number was stolen, and you're gonna have to give
But that depends if that's alright with you.
Terrible. How can
I don't know.
someone do that? Well, they pretend to be.
Chili for dinner?
They buy things online using your account. They do it through the computer. How'd they get my computer? They don't need your computer.
Yeah,
They have your
basic
credit
chili.
card. That's impossible. At the card right here.
No, it's not how it works, Mom.
Can I get away with pulling part of that ground beef?
This is all a big bore. You
Chili?
and Baby Joe.
Okay.
Is it the haircut?
So, at least then we'll have the meat inside of it. It won't just be a vegetarian at that point. And to all the vegetarians, I'm sorry, but Canna has to have his protein. He has to have his meat. If he doesn't have his meat, he becomes a very angry Canna. Canna was raised on red and white meat, and yeah, you ain't gonna get that out of Canna. Nope. But to all the vegetarians and vegans out there, that's your choice. If you want to eat plants and tofu and soy and shit that your body really wasn't truly meant to digest in large amounts, go right the hell ahead. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Damn it, y'all are making Canna hungry. Barbecue ribs with yellow rice, sweet potatoes, and garlic bread. Barbecue ribs, yellow rice, sweet potatoes, and garlic bread. Ruth.
Send me some.
Like Mama said, send her some. Y'all making us hungry. But that sounds absolutely delicious. Oh, yes, it does. It sounds absolutely delicious.
We're going to start taking care of all these things and dealing with a huge bill. Well, I'm getting points for all my purchases.
Yeah, okay. Well, when we get out of the poorhouse, we'll do some.
Fucking pigeons! Oh my god, the fucking pigeons! I had almost gotten that out of my head to where it wasn't rattling around back there.
That's a 3-day take of $80. I think we're done with it.
Steven and his pigeons. As Mama Canna damn near chokes.
Yeah, I almost had it out of my head too, apparently.
The crows would be better than the pigeons to a degree, but no, I'm not sure how that would work.
Too expensive, and Tyler has bought you enough stuff.
I mean, I would assume it would almost be the same.
I hate Uncle Chester's nuts. You go there and I'll go to Dave and Buster's with her.
Wow. We do not talk to each other like this. I don't think we're going anywhere, and Tyler is going home.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you do. I gotta deal with this.
Yeah, there.
Normally, sending her to a room would be a punishment, but now she's just gonna go in there and make it rain on Mr. Giraffe.
Dear younger self.
Well, if Mr. Giraffe is up there on the pole, then fine, that's his choice. Whoops.
And also available at these retailers.
I've gotta get Marcus some new clothes.
I bet you could buy the whole team new cleats with all that money you saved.
Nancy Dawson is passive progressive.
You know, Nancy, that's actually really
Nancy doesn't have.
Oh, I wish. I wish.
You can look at private coaching with that. Maybe he'll score a goal. I figured
Yeah, exactly.
Since you've saved hundreds with
I mean, they're one of the more dominant birds in the sky, yeah. Back to crows.
Could save hundreds.
They're one of the more dominant species of bird.
And we keep you up at night because
They don't usually get attacked, they usually do the attacking.
you're sore in the morning because
It's why Alfred Hitchcock used them for his film, The Birds.
Your mattress stinks, which makes our job a lot easier.
Pearl's proven to help you rise refreshed, which is awful.
For us,
What?
it's very good news for you.
Get up to $900 off a mattress and base during our President's Day sales
What,
event.
coffee?
Purple.com or a store near you.
I don't know where I
What's
gave
up?
that parallel.com. With mom's diagnosis, suddenly I was
Alright.
her daughter and her caregiver, managing all her needs, including her incontinence.
Oh my god, if Steven could get his hands on a pack of trained vultures, the entire freaking...
Premium and specialty
Oh, that would be
online
fucked.
at affordable prices. I called Carol's 24/7.
Ashton Fenton, yes, I do work. Believe it or not, being a content creator on YouTube, it actually takes up more hours than your average 9 to 5. While we're on air, that's one thing. While we're off air, it doesn't mean that we've stopped working. We're still doing the fact of documents, paperwork, etc., down the list to be able to make the channel keep growing and working every single day. So yes, at this moment in time, I am working. YouTube is my full-time job. We're not monetized yet, but we're getting there, slowly but surely, as our community grows. It's called paying dues and turning around and making sure that things are dealt with and done in the proper order.
You guys, because Bev is out of control and Darlene and I can't handle this alone. How does this affect us?
Yeah, exactly. It's called reality status. I know there's a lot of content creators that take offense to that question, okay? But it's because they haven't stopped and actually slowed down long enough to actually think about it. When we turn around and we start our channels, most people, when they start their channels, they do it as a gimmick or a joke or a gag, or they just want to get 1 or 2 videos out there. You know, someone in their friend group did something funny. They're not looking at it like a job. They're not looking at it like a company. They're not looking at it as, I have spent so many years as that normal employee under the table. You know, I've got a lot of experience in plumbing when it comes to the fact of turning around and dealing with residential and commercial. I've done my time in the fact of the trades under the table. But man, truth, reality, I wasn't happy with it. There's a lot of jobs that I've had over the years. I was never truly happy with them. This is the first time I've had something that I look at like a job where I'm actually happy. But it's because I'm not that standard employee down there at the bottom that has to fight their way up to the top, turning around and fighting against supervisors that have been there for 20 years plus, turning around and telling us that we're doing it wrong even though we're doing it the exact way they told us to do it. I'm up there in the CEO seat, turning around and making it go. Because I take technically, I take the heat. If something goes wrong with the channel, it's on my head. If I get a content strike, that's on my head. If I do a dispute incorrectly, that's on my head. If I have an issue with the fact of a copyright issue, like our last video upload, literally our most recent video upload, okay? We had just gotten into Asphalt Legends Unite. We were just going through, we had just gotten into chapter 1, we got into the first season, we did the first season from start to finish, all in one video. It's cinematic style. Damn, fucking phone. You better be important enough to leave a message, because if not, you're just interrupting the stream for no reason. And they say not a single word. Anyways, back on track. Back on track. We just did our first upload for Asphalt Legends Unite for Chapter 1, Season 1 yesterday. We got it out. It came out earlier this morning. We woke up to the fact of a content ID, but not the normal content ID where you know that you're going to get copyright and that, like, you're not going to get monetized out of it, but it'll still let it go through and be public. We got the nice little triangle with the exclamation point inside of it, copyright, which is where you get partially blocked for that video. That there are certain portions of countries and areas and down the list that video is not going to make it to. We found out why. It's because in the soundtrack of the game, there is a song that apparently under copyright ID, somebody inside of the company is not willing to let it go through, even though it's in the soundtrack for the game and it is a cinematic video. Okay? That's the trick here. It's a cinematic video. It is strictly gameplay. We have our logo at the bottom of it, but they took offense to it. I can't stop that. So we had to mute part of the video. It's only one song. It's only a few, like, not even 30 seconds, upwards of a minute. You know, a tiny portion where it goes quiet. But all other sounds are allowed. So the music will stop randomly just for that one song. And then it'll continue on like the rest of the videos, no problem whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, most people, they don't turn around and take time to download YouTube Studio and look at their analytics. They don't take time to look at the viewer numbers and the watch hours and what the community is doing or saying or how their videos are performing and trying to actually do better with it. Most are just a one-shot. Me, I kind of like being the CEO. Being in the fancy seat's kind of nice, you know? It's a little bit cushier than the other one. I feel like I was sitting on nails at McDonald's. Well, plumbing, yeah, 7, 8, 9 years worth of experience in it, but it was mostly the backbreaker work of we are in a building and we don't have a backhoe. So guess who the backhoe is? This guy. Guess who gets to lift out the concrete? This guy. Hey, guess who gets to turn around and go fucking empty the truck full of pipe? This guy. Guess who gets to go get the tools when they're needed? This guy. Guess who's got 7 years experience and still doesn't have the paperwork to be able to become an apprentice to a journeyman? This guy, because he was stupid enough to get screwed by someone who played him from a union. Though he was a great instructor, he told me he had the paperwork in. He never did. So 7 years of experience I can't use. Commercial and residential both. So yeah, it's nice to be in control of the channel. It's a nice feeling to know that, yeah, if something goes wrong, it's on my head. But to know that I'm smart enough to avoid most things that can go wrong. I'm not going to say everything that can go wrong, because then I'd just be, well, ignorant. But I can avoid most things. Pretty simply, as a matter of fact.
Excuse me, it was my idea to cheat the credit card people. How about a little appreciation? Well, you can't take all the credit. It was.
And once again, the numbers are lying to me. It says 0. I know it's not 0. I bet corporate hates me right now. Seriously, I bet corporate hates me right now because my numbers up there say 0 and 7. I'm sure probably across the board it probably states the same damn thing. I know I've got viewers in my chat that 0 is a lie. Can't wait to get into better signal. Okay, Ruth, what's your say? What's your say? Hey, King, what's your viewer number and like number for my stream? 7 viewers and 8 likes for Ruth. See, I'm seeing 1 and 7 at this point. See, this is what we're talking about. 3 and 8. Okay, see, this is what we're talking about. I'm at 0 and 7. When I say my numbers up there are lying to me and that's why I ignore them, This is why I make that statement. Because y'all are living proof at this point. 7 and 8, 3 and 8, 1 and 7.
Hey, hon. Hey, we're gonna order the TV painting.
I know my numbers aren't matching what's out there. I know it. It's why I can't trust them. It's why I keep telling people, if they're here, send a message in the chat. Turn around and help the conversation go. Because, man, those numbers up there, they lie to me. That's proof.
I called my mom's to confirm all the new charges, and she denied making any of them.
Be sitting here thinking I'm talking to an empty room because no one's chatting. Knowing that the numbers are probably lying to me. Proof that they are. Yeah, there's a reason why Canna goes nuts on stream sometimes. Yeah, exactly. This is why I say when we log into a stream and we go to actually do our streams and we go through and we push ourselves to do our streams and we see those numbers up there and we know they're lying to us, when we log out, we see numbers that does not show. Like the last stream that we had, it was the biggest stream that we had gotten to. It was like 300 and some odd viewers. But the numbers up there on my side never showed it. I only saw after the fact. That's the trip with my side. You know, I'm sitting here in shit signal ultimately. But yeah. Okay, I'm back to 2 and 7. So I guess we're leveled out on signal at this point. 8 and 8. 2 and 7. 2 and 8. Yep. Exactly. Like I said, my numbers up there are not showing me the true numbers. I mean, I might be really, really close on likes, but when it comes to viewers, I know that's lying to me. That's why we constantly dictate on the channel. If y'all are here, pop a comment in chat so that way we can get the conversation going, because otherwise, either chat's broken or something's broke or something's not working, because, well, we're forcing YouTube to let our content in. We're waiting that 30 odd hours to turn around and end up getting an upload out there, or that 12 to 14 hours to get an upload out there. We're taking those hours. And for every single hour that we spend on an upload, we're putting ourselves at a loss on watch time. Believe it or not.
Ensuring that every wash is perfectly tailored to your rig. With 4 wash options, we can handle anything up to 80 feet in length. Leave it to Big Boys Truck Wash to help maintain your fleet's professional image.
Blinker fluid? That's what you send idiots into the shop for. I ain't nah. I don't got blinker fluid. That's what you send the dumbass for. It's just like you send them for an ID 10T and let them run around the fucking yard for a week. Yeah, I know they sell it at AutoZone. AutoZone broke the fucking gag. They ruined the joke. I know AutoZone did. I was trying to fucking ignore that. But yeah, it's just like sending somebody all around the fucking yard for an ID 10T. Send the new guy for an ID 10T. See how long it takes them.
Order these items on my phone and they arrive at my door quickly with free shipping. I saved 30% off my first order when I signed up for the auto ship and save delivery.
Longest I've ever seen one go, 10 days. That didn't help the point.
Get 30% off your first order at carewell.com. You can call a lot about how these kids will
But yeah, that was a good one, King. That was a good one. Y'all, if you don't know, King Live 2025 goes live multiple times every single day. Every single day. 7 days a week on average. At least twice a day. Go show him some love if you can. Oh, that's cold. That's cold. For a certification for the lug nuts? No. Oh, did it last? How long did it last?
Figure out why your truck won't start?
How long were they looking for that certification for?
Why gas? Why couldn't it have been something less expensive like a new engine?
Because I'm gonna guess at least a few days.
Bad. I just got off the phone with my mom's credit card company. They know she didn't make the charges. Well, they don't know if us.
Sure.
Throw them off the set by telling them.
Oh man, I bet they were pissed.
To work. And they said, well, their option sounds so.
Put on hold for a few days over a certification for lug nut.
Thinks you're baby.
Oh, I bet they were pissed.
If they find out, what's the worst that could happen to you guys?
Oh no shit, I would too. I would too, because no offense, man, I guarantee you I'd get told it's my fucking wallet or it's my job.
Think about it.
It's too late to return my big screen TV to become
Oh, talking about shit like sending somebody for an ID 10T, or sending someone out for blinker fluid, or in King's case, a certification for the lug nuts.
None of us want to reach.
Man, that's fucking cold.
That is a very generous prediction. That the card company will just eat the loss. The debt don't pay no interest.
But yeah,
Living can go to jail.
damn.
Alright, well, there's only one thing to do. Dad, you have to.
I thought I was bad.
Because she likes you now, you're the only one that can gaslight her and make her believe that she bought
Wow.
Gaslighting an old woman is so cold. Can I get in on that? That is right, Dan. You have to help me.
You guys suck for making me do this. I just hope she's having a
Oh,
foggy
Connor.
day so I can convince her that it was her that made the charges. I'm going to hell for even saying that.
Well, if you can't convince her, maybe she'll listen to Davy Jones.
Wow. Wow.
I told you I try to go in late on all meat Mondays.
Uh,
Have Howard carve it all up before I get there.
Damn.
Brings his own knives, which bothers me because he's not a chef. So
That bad?
But on the upside, when they find the bodies in his
I mean, come on. Beer goggles could have fixed that.
the whole thing is just gross. I hate these days. You know what might make you feel better? Nothing. You're a cynical.
The beer goggles could have fixed it.
Empty crank. Hey, when you become a therapist, charge less than the others. Hey, where are you going with my frying pan?
Oh, it's still warm from heating up my gloves, so I'm going to use it to thaw out Becky's gas gauge. Then I'm going to sit on it on my way to the hardware store.
Keep that as my parting gift to you.
I know. Zero doesn't exist. Zero is non-existent. But we have to believe in zero, because unless if we don't believe in zero, all math and science falls apart.
You know what? The neighbors are doing a bunch of construction.
Right? Drink till they're cute.
Well, what are you going to do? Because they could have up to 12 babies every 3 weeks. I mean, that's what.
Nah, I know. Why do you think I threw out the beer goggles? I knew it was a joke.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, you know what? I'm going to catch it when I get home from work. Listen, do not tell.
I know your comedy, Teddy. It's just as dark as the rest of us.
All right. The only thing that dies in this house.
It's what scares away so many people and entices so many more. Why? I swear, we got to get that phone set up for the DNC. Well, the DNCL.
Yes, it is your birthday, and I remembered it just popped into my noggin, just like that.
If there's one favor I would be willing to do for them before we take off, it's setting that up with the DNCL.
It is. Sometimes Like finances, they come and they go.
You seem like you're in a really good mood. You have a lot of energy. Did my mom have a Gilligan cure, or like she got hit in the head with a coconut or something?
Is it okay to tell them?
Yep.
You might as well. There's
Yep.
some shock.
We've been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty. I could be out on the fucking goddamn moon and they'd call me and say that they were trying to contact me about my car's extended warranty. The thing is, it's Mama Canna's vehicle. I don't own a car, so every time they do it, I get to have fun.
And I was worried you try to stop.
Oh, I keep you worried about
Because first thing I ask them is, what's the vehicle? And the minute they say the wrong vehicle, it's on.
And there are way more good days and bad days. Did the doctor say if this was permanent? They don't know for sure. It might last forever, or it could go away in a day, a week, or a month. And it couldn't have
We originally set a goal for 10 likes for a Debbie dude, but
someone has been using
no,
my credit
not waiting for it.
card.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, when they call for the car's extended warranty,
Sides to every story.
yeah, it's funny, isn't it? They always get some form of the baseline right, but then they turn around and make the mistake of screwing it up. See, here's the beauty of it. I've never had a vehicle in my name ever in my life. Okay? Never once in my life have I had a vehicle in my name. So they don't know what the hell vehicle to throw at me. All they do is take their best guess of what some random white guy would have. And sometimes it gets pretty close to the mark, but they usually miss it by about a mile. Alright, Audrey, get your tablet charged. You'll be good. Just don't be surprised if the live is done by the time you come back on.
You know, when a person gets to a certain age, they look back on their life and they take inventory of what's gone wrong. Well, you're about 30 years late, but I'm enjoying the house, so keep going. I so regret how poorly I
Oh yeah, yours is coming up here, isn't it?
make everything right.
It's coming up in like a half hour, ain't it?
Tomorrow, I want us to go out and have a fun.
If I remember right, you're supposed to be starting at 6.
We'll go to the Art Institute and the Historical Society. They have the first piece of Wrigley's gum. Can you imagine it? And we'll go to the Grand Hall in Union Station. It'll be just like when you were a child. But you never took me anywhere when I was a child. You said it reflected badly on you.
Alright, man, because I was going to try to turn around and end up killing mine and jumping to yours, but if you don't know what time, then I guess when you start your live, just let me know. Once you start yours, I'll drop mine.
How many good days you have left?
We'll call the start of yours as the end of mine. Anyone that we got over here, if they choose to turn around and transfer over, then they transfer over. That's how that'll work. 6:45? Alright. Alright, so gotcha. 5:45 our time. Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, it's the least we can do. Because normally it's the other way around. Normally it's funneling over to us, but it's nice to return the favor sometimes if we can. Because I know that the numbers up there are not honest with me. I know that we've probably got more viewers than 2. And truth be told, anyone that's in the stream that those numbers aren't accounting for what it's worth, go check out King Live 2025 after the show. Because reality's sake is, like I said, he streams twice every single day of every single week. He has yet to miss a single week since he has been on YouTube. He's only just over 2 months in, and he's already at 2 million plus views per freaking week. Yeah, go over and show him some love. The man's got plenty of trolls at the 6 and 8. Yeah, exactly, 1 and 7. 6 and 8, 1 and 7. So I'm talking to the void, but I know that the message is getting out there. So, yeah. after the show, go show King some love. Fill his chat up with some actual good positivity, and let's try to turn around and knock these trolls in their heads. Because the band hammers are coming down quick on these trolls. When we've got 200, 300, 400 people on average, without any shadow of a doubt, and they get replaced ultimately after they've been banned, yeah, some of these trolls, they're just, they're stepping in bear traps. Anyone ever seen that, that short YouTube video of a robot chicken and the gummy bear? I'm a gummy bear, tink. Yeah, that's the trolls in Teddy's chat. They're losing limbs and getting tossed.
She's been looking forward to this all day. You know, it's funny, when she wasn't all there, I never thought that I would get closure.
Because straight up, it's starting to become a war between the moderators and the trolls. And let's get real, as moderators, we're outnumbered, so don't be afraid to try to level the playing field. Not by any means. If you're a moderator and you need help, oh yeah, the signal will definitely be better once we move. We'll actually be in city, which means we'll be up closer to a tower. The closest tower we've got right now is like 15 miles out. Mind you, that's 15 miles out. That's why our signal is so shot where we're at, is because we're like 15 miles out from the nearest tower. It's why when we go into Springfield, our signal's so much better. And we're able to get an upload that would take 30-odd hours to turn around and upload in less than 2. So yeah, it'll definitely be good for the channel. Back to turning around and moving. No, I know. And we're still averaging over 50% for support of the content, so I guess we're doing good. All things considered, I guess we're doing good. It's like we say, we don't expect anyone to donate, but when they do, we appreciate you. We'll give you your shout out down the list. Just let us know. Oh yeah, Ruth, you made the halo light up for at least a few moments. At least a few moments that halo was actually lit. I could see it shining underneath the duct tape. That was fucking awesome. Like I said, as long as it's able to be done, your membership, when we get the fact of monetization and memberships down the list, your membership will be free somehow, some way. I will figure out a way to have that done to a point. Whether we're making enough to do it, or whether it's got a setting that I can turn around and clear it, or down the list. We'll figure that one out. But ultimately, by the time it's all said and done, your membership is free. Because, let's get real, you are the biggest financial supporter to the channel right here, right now, pre-monetization that we have. And I'm not going to throw the total out there. But just know that we appreciate every single bit of it. Because that's going straight into the deposit fund. But yeah, it's been a hell of a month. And the month ain't even over yet. We still got, what, 4 more days? We got 96 hours left to go until the end of the month. Well, roughly 96. You know, this channel's grown so much more than I even expected it would. I don't think I ever saw it being even to this point 2 months in. I mean, I knew we'd have subscribers, I knew we'd have viewers, but I never expected over 14,000 views in a month. You know, I never expected the 160 odd people, going on 170 odd people that have chosen to subscribe to the channel. Truth, I didn't even originally expect to turn around and get the 50 subscribers it would take to go live. But honestly, thank each and every last one of you, because reality's sake is, without you guys, this channel wouldn't get anywhere. It wouldn't be anywhere. It would just turn around and sit stagnant like it did for 7 years when I made my first failed video.
Why is there a kill trap on the counter?
Oh, trust, the trailer park will go just fine for you and Teddy. You, Teddy, Steven, yeah, it'll go just fine.
You're actually over here helping him.
They don't know what they're in for.
Teenager. Do you remember when I made you catch that?
Them big channels trying to push King to turn around and do their bidding might have just bit them in the ass. Because he done made his fucking concept, and his concept is his concept, and it ain't fucking infringing on no one else's concept. But I guarantee you, Steven, King, y'all are gonna kill it. And when y'all kill it, everyone's gonna be dying laughing. And we might just get rid of the trolls and actually have a good time and a good show with the fact of actual people that are there to support for the reasons that we want them there. You know, the ones that make it fun, not the dickheads that turn around and call them fat.
You know, you're being a jerk. You really want to drive the rat out? Marry it.
But it's why I push, if anyone that views our content, because we know the kind of community we have over here, if y'all view our content, go over and show King some love. Let's fill that chat up with more fucking lovers than haters. Because honestly, the man deserves it. The man deserves to have that love and support, because reality's sake is, truth, he's born 3 to 5 channels now. 3 to 5 channels have been born out of the fact of his journey. It's why we all just click like that, because each and every last one of our channels is growing thanks to him. So yeah, let's show him some love and appreciation, and go over and hit that like button, and if you're feeling it, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, exactly. And it's like I said, there are so many people in Teddy's chat that come in and ask him why he doesn't have a job, why he's not working, you know, call him a fucking bum, down the list. They don't know the fucking hours that we put in. I mean, let's get real. Ruth, your channel may not be at the number of subscribers to go live yet, but you have been live with Teddy. You are part of the trailer park over there with Teddy. Let's get real. Girl, you're putting in the hours too. And most people wouldn't even realize it, because most people ain't looking at it like a job. But once you look at it like a job, yeah, it's a whole different ballgame, because now you realize exactly what you're doing and exactly how much you're putting in and exactly just how many different departments you're covering for. I mean, you're your own legal team. You're your own fucking financial advisor. You're your own fucking moderator. You're your own channel advisor. You're your own content creator, your own editor, down the list, because we don't have a working crew of hired individuals doing this. No, this is all Canna doing this by himself, turning around and putting in the work to get the content out there. See, that's what most people don't get is, yeah, a lot of channels, they've got a working crew. They've got 5 to 10 individuals that are working for their channel, unless they're one of the AI click farms, which, yeah, they put out good fucking factual content when they got the right fucking input from the right people, but we know they're click farms. They're annoying, but we live with them. But for all these other channels, reality's sake is, legal team, advisory team, down the list, they're doing it on their own. A lot of the fucking small guys that are up under YouTube's pinky finger, not under the thumb, under the pinky, knowing that YouTube could squash us if they wanted to. If they really truly wanted to, we'd be gone in an instant. And that's what makes every single one of these streams and every single one of these videos that we put out there so special, is the fact that reality's sake is, we haven't been squashed yet. And I say yet for a reason. I always look at the fact that there's a possibility that day may come. But as long as that day don't come and we're here, let's have some fun with it. I mean, yeah, I'm getting irritated that we can't have music in our content anymore like we used to be able to do in the old school days of YouTube. You know, a cinematic game should have the fucking music that the game has for the game. That should be allowed. But we got in trouble, so we're just gonna turn around and end up cutting the music from the fact of the fucking racing games. But because of the fact that we're doing Unite and the way that they have their season structure, that's gonna be a good bit of fucking content while we turn around and work through that game. That's technically the new series. Because, let's get real, I love to play Call of Duty. I've got one more video planned for Call of Duty for the fact of the foreseeable future. But Call of Duty just doesn't perform. I look at my analytics and every single racing video that I have made, whether it be a short form or a long form video, they're just all outperforming it. And you know what? I'm okay with that because I grew up playing racing games. I mean, I love the hell out of my old school racing games. I've mentioned a few of them on the channel, and most of them are all Need for Speed content. Because Need for Speed was just one of those series where reality's sake is when they did it and they got into it, they were doing it and they were doing it right.
Now I buy all moms incontinence supplies at carewell.com. Wipes, bed pads, ointments, and adult diapers.
And no, in my opinion, it is not just a blatant rip-off of the Fast and Furious series, although reality's sake is I know that they had original intentions to label it as such. But they went a different direction and actually put out another series that was labeled Fast and Furious and it tanked. So, you know, game nerds can argue that one in the comments section. And as far as it's concerned, I know moderator comments are going through, but I know that I've probably got other viewers out there that are up there that are not being shown. If y'all want to, throw a comment down below. Help chip into the conversation. If not, at least we're turning around and filling in your view time. And at least you're choosing to stick around. But, yeah, yeah. It's been a long day already and we ain't even just begun. And we've still got another 45 plus, that's 54 minutes to go, almost an hour.
Sometimes jokes aren't jokes. I need you to check in on me and see how I'm feeling every once in a
Got
while.
just about an hour left to go. So ultimately it's going to be like a 3-hour stream. Because I figure I can cut it at a flat 3 hours and it'll be good, because then King should be starting up his. Oh.
I get that there's a learning curve.
Oh, that shoulder is sore.
I make a joke about the same thing 3,000 times. That is your clue that something is bugging me and I take it seriously.
Yeah. Okay, so what happens if I check in on you and you
that feels so much better.
Well, then you're being too clingy. That's like a huge turnoff.
So I can't win.
Yeah, now you're getting it.
And as far as YouTube is showing me, the room's empty. Well, all minus one.
You're not just fattening them up to eat them later, right?
That would be wrong.
That's why you bought them, right?
You gotta hear about your day with Bev.
Was to fatten them up so you could eat them for dinner?
Is Bev going to press charges?
I mean, come on. It's foul.
Oh, thank
It's
God.
fair game.
I finally got the mother I've always wanted today. And the day ended at Union Station, where my mom got on a train and went God knows where.
What are you talking about?
Bev didn't want to live the rest of her life confined to her home, so she set off on a glorious journey, and she'll just see where it takes her. What a day.
Are you out of your damn mind? You let a 96-year-old woman who thought her granddaughter was baby
And yet, though it's warming up, it's still cold enough that the propane's purging,
alone? And you don't even know where she's going?
at least indoors.
She's doing what she wants, and she's thinking pretty clearly now, too. Ask Tina.
She is. Now,
Wow. I thought the chicken playing piano was going to be the highlight of the night.
You're not really being serious, are you? You stopped her, right? Come on.
you guys just don't get it. You guys don't understand how beautiful it is to see an old, frail woman get on a train alone and not know where she's going.
Heat up.
I don't think I've ever seen her happy. Sure, because she thinks she's on the train to Marrakesh with Crosby, Stills, and
So while we're waiting for this to heat up, we're gonna take that moment to turn around and take the fair game notation of, if you've stuck around this long, hit the like button, double tap the screen. If you've been sticking around this long and you've been coming in and out through a few different streams and you want to turn around and do so, hit the subscribe button. Every subscriber helps. We've got to get to 500 to be able to get to our first stage of monetization. We got 3,000 watch hours to get monetized. 2,900 to go. We're slowly getting there. But every single person who chooses to like, subscribe, share our content down the list, it all helps.
Have you suffered an injury at work and you're struggling to get the compensation you deserve? Don't worry. We're here to help you win your case. At the Ryan Murphy Law Firm, we specialize in workers' compensation. We'll fight for you. Call the Ryan Murphy Law Firm today. It's your home. Make it perfect. Find out how at OzarksFirst.com. Ozarks Home Experts. Assist to Sell offers a low flat fee rate, saving you money while providing all the real estate services you would expect from a traditional realtor. Assist to Sell at Colors in 529 Ozarks Home
You know, this is the first time that I can state in the channel's history that YouTube hasn't thrown someone at me that wants me to stop smoking. At least not yet. Maybe my public disclaimers have actually made a point.
Check this out. The newest fantasy game from DraftKings. Just pick two or more players and choose if they want to have more or less of a stake. They compete against others for cash prizes. It's that simple. Okay, let's try it. You want more Kevin Hart or less Kevin Hart?
And, well, because we're 2 hours, just about 2 hours in,
$50 and pick 6 credits
for those that have stuck around this long,
Get ready.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
leave a comment down below after this stream, and or if you're watching it after the fact, comment down below and put the word unite. Just type in unite and leave your comment, because we're really questioning just how many people really make it to the end of our streams. This would normally be the end of a regular stream by now. So in turn, I figure that's a good marker. We're going to start leaving a marker like that on each of our videos at some point in time during the video. It might only be at the end. It might be like a quarter of the way, midway down the list, you know. But we've got to figure out just where our viewers are actually at. And just how far they're really watching. Because average view time does not dictate individual view time. It just dictates the fact that we took everybody's watch time, threw it all together, and then divided it by the amount of people that were there. It's not a fair representation of the viewer watch time, in my opinion. That's all it is my opinion.
taking you closer to severe weather than we've ever
But if you've made it to this point, leave Unite down in the comment section. UNITE. Unite. Let's see how many people actually do it.
I need choices, Jake.
Colombia is not one of your more formal nations. The guy in their money sitting in a lawn chair.
Oh, I cannot believe that my little baby's
You
leaving.
know I left the glass doors open downstairs, so right now your actual baby. One robe.
Guess we know what everyone will be talking about my second one there.
Manny's visiting.
I think the room's empty again.
I hope. Just gotta get him on a plane.
Numbers might actually be telling me the truth now. The room might just be empty.
Columbia comes to me. It's happened before.
I never know. I never know. Hey, M&G, how's it going? YouTube's numbers are lying to me again. It says 0 and you're here. And, well, we've been having fun seeing what other people say. So, curiosity. What does your screen say our viewer and like numbers are? Because right now, on our screen, we're showing 1 and 8. And I don't think that's right.
Oh, well, Jay, hold on to your hat, but as of today in California, it's legal for a man to...
I mean, if it is, so be it. But, you know, curiosity. What's your viewer and like number showing for our stream right now?
It's so great.
I'm happy to. Again, Gloria, Manny needs his birth certificate to re-enter the country. Any idea where it is?
Hey, Steven.
Oh, that's right.
Nice to see you. How's it going?
She's a rock. Now, I looked, and it's not in the same...
Actually, speaking of, we were just talking about you.
Up my way through it.
We were just talking about you. You and the pigeons and the trailer park.
Maybe it's a sign.
It's a sign that gives you pressure.
Hi, CIA. How's it going? We're running the stream for a little while longer. We're going to turn around and run it till like 5:45 our time. So that way we can turn around and try to sync up with the fact of King over on his channel for when he starts his live stream. And see if we can't just get anyone else who's in our chat that's actually being positive to possibly get over there and like fill up Teddy's chat to where it's a lot more positive than what it's been. And yes, we love the pigeons. We had almost gotten the pigeons out of our head and let it just be your project for the first little foreseeable future until we could all get involved. And then Ruth brings up the pigeons earlier and throws them right back flying around our brains. It was beautiful. Mama Canna was so close to forgetting about the pigeons, and then Ruth threw them today. Well, non-forefront. But yeah, dude, your birds flew around the stream so much earlier today. We turned around, and we had a mind blower of a donation today. Mind blower of a donation. Speaking of donations, if anyone does decide to turn around and send money to the Cash App, as we've stated a few times this stream, and as we will continue to state whenever it's down there. Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, as we've stated before a few times, and as we're going to state again, any donations that are made into that content fund are going directly to the fact of the actual deposit for our next apartment. That is the deposit fund at this point in time. That is what any supportive donations are going to. They are not going to get touched for anything else. They are all being held on to for that deposit to move in, because we have to have $500 on top of what we already get to be able to turn around and clear that deposit and be able to move in. And we want to be able to do it in just on day one and not have to play with the payment plans and worrying about it from further. Oh, I know. The search for new places is fucking atrocious, ain't it? By the way. Oh, shit. But yeah, the search for new places is fucking atrocious. And the one that we were going to, that we're still intending on getting to. You got better signal. You got solid. Yeah, I know. Once we get over there, we've got better signal, better solid signal. We've actually got better reception. We're next to a fucking cell tower. We're good. our quality should improve by fucking leaps and bounds by the time we get over there. But yeah, because they lost their low-income fucking housing assurances, they turned around and ended up having every new person that's coming in actually having to cover the full amount as a non-low income. So though we're low income, we're still putting ourselves in that fucking position to have to pay the full amount until the fucking low income gets resolved. And we don't know how long that's going to take. But we've got to get out of here. We've got to get away from this property.
If I can't get out of here before first, and where we get in there after first, I'm stuck paying rent on 2 places.
Yeah, I know. It, it's a fucking wreck right now. Because all of this can play so many different fucking ways, and the base rent here is $300, and then you got the fact of the main rent. Yeah.
Plus deposit, plus utilities.
Welcome to the American housing race. It's no fun. It really isn't. Trying to get out from the fucking streets is not easy. Full-time job, part-time job, it ain't fucking easy. And yet here I am sinking every bit of energy and every bit of effort that I have into the fact of making this channel grow and trying to hit those monetization levels, and a Hail Mary. Because I've been job searching for months upon months upon months, and almost everywhere they turn around and say that we've gone a different direction, or we're going in a different direction, or we're sorry, you don't qualify because you don't have this many years experience. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to get the experience in that field if I'm not allowed through the fucking door? You know, how does that work?
I've been a car show customer for over 4 years. I've saved over $3,000 covering 2 cars, and I couldn't be happier. Saving the $2,700 has been a real blessing. I love car show. Saving drivers money on car repairs isn't all caution.
Dude, I feel you. Let's get real. There's a reason why Canna doesn't go into the bathroom situation. Okay? We know, we know your pain. Alright, Ruth. I would say have fun, but it's a doctor's office, so... Nah, fuck it. Have fun. Make those doctors bow. What? She's Teddy's queen. Make the doctors bow. It fits. But yeah, we know your pain, Steven. We know your pain.
Call now. Call CarShield and get the CarShield guarantee. Call 800-231-1269.
Oh, fuck. Don't fall over like... Dude, all I can think of is the fact of the fucking trash can incident. Fuck. You've got Teddy in that fucking trash can incident bouncing through my head again. Thanks. I needed that laugh. Crabbing in the trash can, fall, slip. What? Yes. Yes, I will. I will. I can really use it. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's almost as fucking bad as the wax strip. That's almost as bad as the wax strip. Pyro, don't get yourself in trouble now. We know CIA is watching. Don't get yourself in trouble now. We know she ain't afraid to tie someone to a bed. CIA? Well, CIA and a few other fucking individuals in our chat, including myself. Yeah, I know. Like I said, we've all got our little ticks.
Unfortunately, that won't help process.
Oh man, so many good moments on Teddy's streams though.
That's weird.
Because it's hard to get into any per se adult conversation without immediately having flashbacks over the last couple of months with Teddy.
It's ready for work. The response off that light.
So this class is
Laughing so hard that he hit himself in the head. Yeah.
That narrows things down.
Let's get some glue.
I'm still working on getting to the fact of clipping both of those wax strip incidents. I just gotta get my signal to work well enough to do it. But man, they're priceless. I know. What time is it?
5.
11 after. Okay. So, we got about a half hour left. Oh, I know. That's the thing. There's a lot of brands of wax strips that he could have chosen. Nair would not have been my first choice.
Nope. Only on liquid form.
They are notorious for chemical burn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, definitely warmed up a little bit. We're actually in a warming trend. I hope it turns around and holds. Because if the warming trend holds, we'll be able to turn around and end up getting outside and actually possibly having better signal than we have indoors. But right now there's just so much wind interference out there that it's not funny.
Better than anybody else. What is going on?
Know what's going on? I have 2 men in the hospital and a dead
And well, once we move, it won't be an issue anymore. But yeah, here's to the day.
We want to catch these guys just as bad as you do.
But yeah, it definitely warmed up a little bit. It's not perfectly there yet, but it's getting there. Because technically, these are still thermal.
Big secret.
You know, there are frigid weather thermals. So yeah, Canna's warm.
We've been getting calls on the tip line. Oh, why keep that quiet?
SA's office made me. They wanted it to look like they were kicking butt on their own.
You know who's calling me?
Tracy's like disposable phones.
It's pretty unusual for me to know you got a snitch.
I wish we could play our racing games without turning around and having the music have to stop though. Because I don't have a way to turn around and take the tracks off that are causing issues. That's the problem.
So targeting a state attorney.
And I really don't like waking up to the fact of partially blocked videos. All over the fact of me not having control over the soundtrack that they use for the game. So technically we're at the point where we're not going to be using the actual music from the game anymore. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got them badass coupons. Go use them. Go get it.
Get what?
Pyro's starting off the planning for the 4th. He's got 3 badass coupons to use by Sunday. And he's legally licensed.
No, he ain't done it yet.
Oh, I know, right? I know, right?
Financials.
Yeah.
And go for
But
it.
yeah, legally fucking licensed. Oh yeah, go get it. Go get it. Because we're waiting for that fucking 4th of July show. That's going to be a hell of a banger no matter which fucking live it's on. Oh, I know. I know. Trust and believe. I know. But yeah, I swear, we get Pyro on live this year for his channel. We actually get him to the point where he's able to go on live and fully able to go live. You know, reality's sake is it's going to be a hell of a 4th of July bash. It's what we're all waiting for. It's why we're all pushing for it, because we all want to watch Pyro's Pyro go boom. Because we all like the bright shiny colors that go off in the sky. They're pretty. And loud and fun. Oh, I know we're working on it. Let's get real. You got the other creators over here pushing to be able to turn around and get the channel up to at least 50 subscribers. At least 50. You know, bare bones baseline. Just enough to go live at least. And then you got Pyro over there with all of his licenses and all of his knowledge pulling the show together. And then you got everybody else that's turning around and running the fucking hype for it. Oh, we got this. We've got this.
I'm guilty. Case closed.
You know the funny thing?
Really? Because the eye doctor says otherwise.
Realizing that I'm running simply off of a cell phone, I feel you. Because I know there's things I'm supposed to be able to do on my phone for YouTube. I don't know how to make it work. If I had a laptop, it would be just fine. But right now, anything in that fund is going to the fact of the actual freaking down payment on the fact of the apartment. For the fact of their freaking deposit. Because we gotta get to better signal. We gotta get to a better apartment. We gotta upgrade. It's time to upgrade. It needs to be done.
Of course you do, because all you guys want to do is tear down the system until you actually need it.
I want a lawyer. Then let's get this fine, upstanding taxpayer lawyer.
Well, that sounded a little bit hostile there, didn't it? Just a wee bit, but you know, it's Horatio's crew. I got that. Yeah, exactly. I know. The irony is there are so many people in this country that are in the same boat. I mean, if we really stop to look at it, anyone in this country is only one paycheck away. Just one.
And that's with a double income family.
Yeah, I know. Double income family, one paycheck goes out. Yeah, guaranteed things are going to turn around and get rough. Things are going to get tough. And things are going to get real tight real quick. It's just facts of life. Harsh facts of life, but facts of life.
At Ridge, we reinvented the wallet for the 21st century. Like RFID blocking.
Alright, it says 22 up there. Alright, so yeah, when my timer says 3 hours, I'll be good to cut it. King should be started at that point.
Like our customers, Courtney and Jackie.
I'm trying to time it out perfectly. Huh? Oh no, he called off 6:45. 5:45 our time. So leveling it out and marking it out. And thanks to YouTube turning around and crashing both of the prior streams to this one, including the attempts to crash this one itself. Reality's sake is we're sitting at like a 3-hour stream ultimately. So they can take their half hour they stole from me and add another 2.5 on top of that, and we'll deal with the numbers after the fact. Because they don't get to crash my stream and think that I'm not going to get one out there today. Not happening. Not after they done turned around and freaking put a copyright on my video for something that was out of my control. Nah, that ain't how Canna plays. And the fact that I'm going to have to run my racing video and run my racing footage without music, that hurts. Because I actually enjoy listening to the music while I'm racing. If I plug in headphone, it'll turn around and cut the internal sound capture, so everything will go quiet. Yeah. You know, those little things that Mobazin puts in our way, so that way we can turn around and get forced into buying a $40 piece of plastic with a couple of wires hanging out of it and a computer chip inside. Not fucking getting my money, Mobazin. I will manage to make it work without paying $40 for a fucking adapter. At least for now. You might get my money one day, just not now.
Our finances are doing something more important than that right now.
Oh yeah, that's without a doubt. Every bit of freaking financial that we get in right now is going to something more important. Because honestly, I can deal with the fact of what I have to deal with and what I have to work around to make this channel work. Finances are going to the apartment. That's the end all and be all. Because our timer is coming up.
Yeah.
That's just by the conversation that we had with them earlier today. The way that they're talking, our timer is coming up. It's a matter of weeks. So, yeah. Yeah, because we're willing to turn around and go from the low income side and willing to turn around and try to attempt to turn around and pay in full on the fact of everything. And it's the only reason we're getting in. full rent, yeah, until they fix the fucking low income side.
Promise me something first.
I know, but that's still going to be an arm and a leg.
Yeah, it's an arm and a leg, but we do what we got to do.
Is this Lieutenant King?
It's the boat that we're put in as the people that we are in the position that we're in. It is what it is.
I'm not sure if this is protocol, but Mr. Medina told me something they want me to know. It's very important. No, I mean right now.
Yeah, we got just over a half an hour to go on the show. No, not dabby time. Not dabby time. Actually, yeah. To those in the Colorado time zone, you know, Colorado, well, actually,
Colorado.
we got the Missouri time zone.
We've got Mountain Time is behind us,
Slicing
and
the carotid artery is what killed her, but they also
Because I know M&G's in Texas, he's the same time as us.
screaming and
So yeah, to those in Colorado and
goes in Mountain Time.
yeah, for those in Mountain Time in general, happy 420. Happy 420. Because I know there's a time zone that covers a broad band of this country that is an hour behind us, and it is 5:20 on our side. So happy 420 to y'all. We're gonna take a dab. We hit 10 likes. We were already obligated to take a dab at 10 likes because we stated that if we got to 10 we would. So happy 420, y'all. That is a great bit of coincidental timing. That was awesome. That couldn't have gone off any fucking better than it did. Yeah, I know. I'm taking into account the different time zones because I know that at 5:20 and 6:20 my time, it's 4:20 for Colorado and the Mountain Times and 4:20 for California at 6:20. An hour to 2 hours behind. You know, you got to cover all the time zones. We cover so many different areas and so many different countries with where our channel goes. It's nice for that little representation.
let's go forward.
So for those in Mountain
We got
Time,
one in Netherlands, right? You do know we have one in Netherlands.
yeah, I know. 13 to 15 different countries that our channel has hit in 2 months.
15. Counting the last one. That's
But yeah, for those in Mountain Time, happy 420. Here's a dabby do to you.
Never seen no guy with that many tattoos. What is that?
That's tasty. That is tasty. But Canna made a mistake when he picked up dabs. Canna just realized he picked up sativa last night and then wondered why every time that he sits here smoking, he gets stuck on YouTube and on the fact of all the channel analytics and the background documents and shit that needs to go into effect to make the channel run. It's because sativa is the worker side. Canna usually does indica to make himself drop and go to bed. Sativa feeds the insomnia. Canna got workers, honey. Oh, fuck, that was right over the fucking diamond that was still mixed in. I can taste it. Oh, that is delicious. The very delicious tabby-doo. So, we're 2.5 hours in. We're a half an hour over the normal time limit that we would normally set for our live stream. If, for what it's worth, y'all are still watching after the fact of this live stream going public, leave the word asphalt, just asphalt, in the comment section down below, because we are testing a theory as to, quote unquote, where our viewers actually land in time zones and where they're actually watching. And it'd be nice to be able to get the fact of our actual scheduling down to the fact of when our viewers are actually on the air and here. But we can only do that if we know how far in they're watching to, or when they're catching back to the stream. So, yeah. We're starting the marker system. It's going into effect from here on. Like every half hour, give or take.
What's your phone at?
26. What's yours at? 56. Play flip? Alright. Sorry, y'all, the world's gonna go topsy-turvy for a minute. Because we're gonna get the charger plugged in. Alright, down, through, whee. Thank you. Pull you up. Slide you back down. Center you and level you. There we go. And turn you to avoid the freaking FCC. Alright. Well. See, this is why I want the games to work on live stream. We'd be gaming right now. But instead, the only thing we can make work right now is cinematic gaming footage. But we can't have music because YouTube won't like that. So, I don't know. We'll work with it. But we're definitely starting the Asphalt Legends Unite series. Because their chapter structure, their season structure, the fact that I've yet to hit a paywall in the game, okay? Like we were talking about last stream, Canna don't like paywalls, okay? I don't like them. I don't like games that force you to watch ads. I really don't. So far, to this point, Asphalt Legends Unite has not done that to me. It is the first game in a while that I can say has not done that to me. Now, I openly admit, I chose during one portion to turn around and actually accept one of the ads. But it's because when you give me a multiplier and you give me one of those multiplier scales that goes back and forth, and it's going so slow that I know that I can hit it where it's 6 times and I don't have to worry about it, I'm going to take that 6 times multiplier, especially when I've skipped 5 different ads that I would normally have hit because I'm not actually recording, you know? I love taking those freaking bonus coins, but I'm not going to put the viewers through that. That's ridiculous. So, we lose out on quite a few credits while we're playing. But, in turn, it makes for better gameplay. It makes for better footage. Speaking of that video, we got all wins. Every single race. First place. First place. First place. There was one One of those that by the time that I turned around and pulled up the fact of the timesheet to see where everyone's times were, it was still loading in. It took long enough to load in that it just said screw it and zapped them all to the point that it stuck them all to where they would have landed. Man, we were over a half a minute ahead of the entire race. Every single opponent over a half a minute in front of them. Okay? Plus 30 seconds to the win. For anyone that's ever played a racing game, you know the exhilaration of that feeling when you get that first place win and you've got 30 seconds, a minute and a half ahead of the rest of the pack. You know that exhilaration. It was a good one. It was a good one. I don't know what race had the offending song, but I know that portion, the music is going to cut out on it. The rest of the audio should go through, but the music will cut out. Just because I'm not playing the partially blocked video game, you know, not happening. I'll mute it so that way it can go through and be public again and be visible and not have a problem. But yeah, we're going to get that series started up and we're going to get that series going because that series is going to be fun. Still got one other project this month though, but it's top secret and I can't talk about it. But trust and believe, there's a project in the works. I'm going to do one more Call of Duty video because the racing games are getting a lot more traction, they're getting a lot more views, they're getting a lot more interaction. But yeah, we're going to take one more crack at Call of Duty. I'm just not going to guarantee you when that's going to be released. Because I got to schedule that. I really do. Yeah, I got to get batteries. Funny thing is, I got enough change over there to turn around and pick up batteries without breaking into the fact of the fucking... Yeah. Which means I can maintain and hold to the fact that nothing is coming out of there. What? No. 38, 39, 40, so that's 22. Got 22 minutes to go. Huh? 22 minutes left to go till the end of the show. And you know the upside to that? Actually, no, that wouldn't work. Alright, so I missed California's 420. I spent 20 years in California. I've had plenty of 420s out there. I think my home state will forgive me. Because I'm cutting before the fact of 620. Because 5:45 our time, 6:45 King's. Mine turns around and ends, his begins. It's just an unwritten mutual agreement at this point that for the night show at least, I'll turn around and I'll bow my hat. I'll tip my hat and we'll trade off streams because I know where all the nighttime fucking traffic's gonna go anyway. It's all gonna go to King. We all have our time zones that we fill.
Yeah.
The rest of us fill the daytime in between the gaps, but King, he's got that watch time on lock. And I know it. I just hate the fact that it's from so many damn trolls. Yeah. I can get you your phone. I know. And you know, when you turn around and pop in, it don't bother me. It's just when my brother starts acting a fool in an ass. You know, there's certain things that he pops off with that, truth be told, yeah, it could get me in trouble. Uh, 20 minutes left to go. Alright.
So, Salazar's dead. He knew that already, didn't he? Because you helped Memo do it.
Memo? Who are you talking about?
You made him a mask. That's what the hell we're talking
I don't know anything about killing Salazar. I didn't even know Memo.
King bought all the time and he bought all the land. We're lucky if we can find a half acre anywhere, right? Right? Man, you ain't joking, M&G. Let's get real. Like I was saying, we fill in the we fill in the time zone and we fill in the gaps. But King's got that watch time on lock, and we all know it. The King's Court has taken over the airwaves, and I'm all for it. But he needs more supporters and less haters. But yeah, we got like just over 15 minutes left in the show.
Still working on tipster voices?
Yeah.
Let me hear the original call.
Well, it's not gonna really get you anywhere
Because if he starts his on time, then he should be starting about 6:45.
Prove that Soto was working with Memo.
But like I told him, if I run over schedule by accident and or we happen to miss that interlink, then just pop over and wave, and I'll turn around and I'll tip my hat. And those that are in my live chat, if y'all feel like it, kick over to King's channel, show him some support, show him some love, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you've stuck around this long for one of our live streams, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, turn it to all. We're here 3 times a week minimum. We've got new videos coming out. The schedules are getting filled in a little bit better, and our footage is just getting clearer by the day. So, for those that want to support the channel, yeah, that's the number 1 and 2 biggest things that you can do. Third biggest thing you can do is turn around and watch our long form content. Okay, we've got a gaming playlist out right now that's roughly 9.5 hours. It's fixing to be 10 hours because I'm fixing to add, well, actually, we're going to start up a new one for the fact that Asphalt Legends Unite. That's going to become a series upon itself. That's going to be the next playlist. But we've got one currently out right now for 9.5 hours. If every one of our subscribers watched that just twice, 2 nights, that's all. Just turn down the volume and let it run. At that point in time, reality's sake, we'd be at our 3,000 watch hours in no time. And then all we'd have to worry about is turning around and covering that other 300 and some odd subscribers over the rest of the year. And that we can turn around and relax with, because truth be told, that comes in its own time and in its own advance. But for those that want to support the channel, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, and turn around and turn the notification bell to all, because we are constantly putting out new content. We may not be able to keep up with Teddy, but then again, can't nobody keep up with Teddy. The king is the king for a reason. Can't nobody match that man's schedule. Not no one I know, not even myself. King, we salute you. Hey, we hit 11 likes. And I'm pretty sure that 2 viewers up there is lying to me. But I try not to think about that.
Actually, you're like number 12.
Okay. Okay.
And people are too, so
Okay, so maybe the viewers are fucking leveled out. I don't know, man. YouTube is weird when you've got bad signal. When you have bad signal, YouTube is seriously weird. It plays so many games. and not all of them are fun. But I guarantee more than likely I will probably be surprised by the amount of views when I turn around and click out of the video. You know? Because I know that we've had apparently supposedly low numbers up there the whole time, but I know that when we log into the fact that the done screen, I'll guarantee you we probably got over 100 viewers today. More than likely, possibly over 100 and a half even. I don't feel like it was a 300 viewer stream, but if it was, hey, that's a celebration in itself again. But oh, dude, the snow's melted. The only snow that we got left is over there on the other side of the pond. Trust and believe, I almost contemplated just doing a standard fucking nature stream because honestly, it's actually getting warm enough that I could probably leave my phone out there as long as it was able to charge. But we gotta get this fucking moisture ran away. Because, like, the driveway's turned into mud and gravel. And, well, we still got really good pockets of snow that are just hiding. For anyone that's ever had a gray clay road, y'all know what we're dealing with. Nah, man, it'd get fed to the neighbor's horses. It's one of those reasons why I'm waiting for the weather to warm up, because I want to turn around and see if I turn around and was to, like, oh, I don't know, go take a walk around the fact of friggin' the ring, per se, if it would actually hold the stream or if it would crash. Because we got neighbors that got cattle, we got neighbors that have horses, we have pretty open areas that reality's sake is, if the weather was better and our signal would hold, it'd be a nice little hike stream. You know, it'd probably take about an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer, depending on whether we decide to stop and bullshit for a little bit or not. But it's got to be a little bit warmer than what it is now. We might do that later this week, actually. Depending on how the weather holds. Huh. What? What am I missing? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. What? I didn't see that.
Because he put money before Malanoche.
I told you. And altogether it was a total of almost, yeah, plus the other fucking 20, that makes 95. Yeah. Like I said, we made an income this month. I thought that was muted, oh shit. Y'all didn't hear that. Yeah. Canna Creator Games made a profit this month. And we're proud for it.
$99.40 to be exact is what you made this month altogether. By the way.
Okay, so we were like 60 cents off from making a $100 bill this month. We missed $100 by all of 60 cents. But you know what? That's all right. That's perfectly fine. To think that we've grown to the point that we've made $100 this month.
It's okay, because I forgive you.
Oh, here comes the aneurysm again. Happy. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Never checked in my freezer. I don't know, man. Depends how big is the freezer. Are we talking meat hook size? Oh, meat hook caliber. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some storage space there. Man, the industrial ones are great, aren't they? Y'all, for those of you that can't tell, it's a joke, it's a bit. Canna loves his dark humor. A lot of us do. So, please, nobody go calling the cops. It's a bit. It's just like the trolls in Canna Lounge basement. It's a bit. But yeah, the meat hook caliber ones are fun. Great storage space for the wood chipper collection. Oh, between all the highlights and everything else, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I think he's got at least upwards of 10 uploads a day, but he goes live at least 2 to 3 times a day. I mean, he's going live almost 14 to 21 times per week on average. And we won't even get into how long those live streams run. Nah, fuck nah. The YouTube engineers can't keep up with that. King's already done fucking outtime them for their daily workload. Because we're only talking the time on the screen at that point. We're not talking the time off the screen, setting it up, turning around and doing the research, doing the learning down the list to be able to turn around and make it function. We're just talking the time on screen, turning around and talking into a camera for likes and views. But yeah, I don't think like half of YouTube's engineers could keep up with King. The man's upload schedule it amazes me. Let alone the fact of the dedication it takes to do it. I mean, yeah, we're dedicated. We mark ourselves out to a certain time limit or a certain time extent for what it's worth. But we're only doing like one live a day, 3 days a week, unless we happen to have that rare moment where we say fuck it and do it anyway. King, however, he's doing it 7 days a week. I mean, no one can keep up with that. There's no content creator on YouTube right now that uploads 7 days a week other than King that I know of. And that's saying something. Because I've seen a lot of channels over the time that I've been on YouTube. I've never seen someone with the upload schedule that King has. It amazes me. And that's just Canna being honest. That man is more dedicated to his channel than any other YouTuber that I have seen. Well, excluding those that are in the collective. But the amount of hours he puts in just for people to talk shit, that's what fucking gets me, is he is probably the strongest person I know. For the amount of bullshit that gets thrown at him on a daily basis repetitively, to still be willing to upload and stay on 7 days a week, 2 to 3 times a day, not counting the highlights.
I wonder if he realizes after surgery that will be his break time.
Oh, I'm sure. Hi, Blitzo. Hi, Blitzo, buddy. Hi. And we still miss the TV. There we go.
No, that's not the old one.
Hi. The doggo. Hi, Blitz. Hi, Blitz, buddy.
Coast to coast, 24/7 roadside assistance for flat or damaged tires.
Oh, hi.
Courtesy towing and rental car options. If you're like me, you love your car and you love to drive, then protect your car with a plan through CarShield. They help keep Americans like us driving the cars we love. So call now. I'm protected with a plan through CarShield, and you can be too. Call CarShield now before a breakdown happens.
I know.
800-598-0514.
It's like I said, I'm gonna let it roll through to that flat 3 hour mark. If King's on, he'll throw me a wave. If he hasn't got stoned and forgot. Why? I don't know.
Shopping online comes with digital
I
fees,
gave
so turn on
Blitzo a
NordVPN
camera.
and encrypt your online traffic.
Blitzo got the
Get
camera.
32% off NordVPN and up to 1 year for free.
My experience with Jolie
Hi,
is
Blitz.
that I have
Hi,
always
buddy.
had a fascination with the white gunk
Hi,
on
buddy.
my shower door. And since using Jolie, I no longer have that. Normally, the water is like, it's hard water, normally. But when you use a Jolie, it's soft.
boy.
And that, to me,
Yeah,
was
very good
the
boy.
experience of a lifetime.
Yeah, it's
Everything
very good
just
boy.
felt good.
Oh, funny ear.
Weeknights on Charge. The word on the
Okay, I'll
street
give you more
is
scruffles.
Murder.
murder. And every case has got something to say. Anything else? Oh, there's a lot. Law enforcement.
That's better.
You know, I bet you're making your brother jealous.
Someone killed him. Do not disturb the crime
I
scene.
bet you make your brother jealous at some point.
Tell us what you did.
Catch you in the stream, huh? Hmm?
Law and Order Criminal Intent. Weeknights starting at 10, 9 Central.
To whoever just subscribed, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Bye, Blitzo. Yep. He doesn't get too much.
Hey, you got 69% voted, 69%.
Haha, 69%. Sweet. Sweet. That is a beautiful number. I love it. I love it. 69%. Yes. That is the adrenaline. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're coming down on our last 3 minutes of the show, 2.5 minutes of the show. If you've stuck around this far, we appreciate it. We really do. If you've stayed with us through the entire stream and got to the end screen of this video, YouTube loves that. You know, keep doing that. We appreciate every single view. But for what it's worth, guys, we're getting to the point where we're fixing to call it an end for the show. We're going to turn around and kick over to King Live 2025 when he turns around and ends up starting his. We're already a little bit late as we speak, but, you know, we like to end these streams on those even numbers, so we're taking that 3-hour time slot. We'll see how it performs from there. Like I said, we've got the fact of our Asphalt Legends Unite series. That's going to be a new playlist that's starting up. We're going to turn around and get a new series out of that because the structure of it is just perfectly fit for it. Hopefully the paywall doesn't hit us in the face. I know that we've still got the fact of the gas tanks and the gas tank theory right there, you know. We use up a certain amount of fuel per race. So we might run out of gas in the middle of a stream at some point and then turn around and have to make a part 2 for that series or session. But no matter what, we're going to get the content out there, guys. We're going to do this. But if you've stuck around this long, we appreciate you. We're calling on the last 2 minutes, minute and a half, basically 1 minute of the stream. If anyone has any final comments they'd like to get in, throw them now. We'll give it the next 60 seconds or so. Because, yeah, we're already late for King's stream. The break room has gotten a little sidetracked. See you later, M&G. Alright. We got 24, 26. 30 seconds left to go, guys. 30 seconds. 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're out.